Goop.
Apple Goop?
Like apple poop.
Apple poop?
Apple goop, apple cum, I'd call it.
Apple cum? No, no way. That's disgusting. I kind of want to try it.
Hey Mom! I want to make some apple cum!
What's going on, guys? It's Joe. Welcome back to another video, and today is a special day. Today we are eating like the man, the myth, the beauty, Greg Doucette himself. He's the best non-doctor doctor that there is out there. For those of you that don't know who Greg Doucette is, he's an IFBB pro, world record holder in powerlifting. He's my personal favorite YouTuber or personal favorite fitness influencer. He has a lot of great information in his channel. I highly recommend you go watch some of his videos. And today we're going to do a full day of eating like Greg Doucette. I'm going to give you a full review as far as what do I think about his diet, the pros, the cons, all that good stuff. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Okay, so meal one is complete. We have here, holy shit, 6 slices of French toast with blueberries, using just regular ass white bread. Now, Greg likes to have coffee in the morning, so in honor of him, we're having a cup of coffee. I'm more of an energy drink guy, but nothing wrong with coffee whatsoever. And he also likes to have a side of fruit. I'm having mango. Now, just like Greg, I can't fucking cut a mango for the life of me, so this is just frozen mango. Threw in the microwave for about 45 seconds, and it is perfect to eat. So this is meal one. Estimated calories are gonna be on the screen. Now, just like Greg, I don't really count macros myself, just worried about hitting overall caloric intake and making sure I have plenty of protein. At the end of the video, I'll show the macros and show you what you're looking at, but calories for right now are just on the screen. And of course, this French toast wouldn't be complete without some sugar-free maple syrup, so I'm gonna pour that guy on there. Okay, so it is 2 o'clock and I'm going to have meal number 2. It is going to be some wraps. I'm going to top this with some yogurt dressing and some sugar-free barbecue sauce. I also have some guacamole for healthy fats. Now, I have a Mission's low-carb, high-fiber tortilla on one of them. The other one's going to be a Joseph Lavish wrap that I use in the protein pizza. Now, this is the one that I use right here. Doucette makes a good point when it comes to these wraps right here. Now, these are my favorite wraps when it comes to actual taste-wise. The Joseph brand, I mean, I'm Joseph, it's Joseph. It only makes sense. Now, one thing that we do have in common is that we both like to lie. And so what I mean by that, it's actually 60 calories per serving on here, and there's 2 servings per wrap, so 120 calories, 60 times 2, math lesson for the day. But whenever you do the measurement, these always weigh a little bit more, so these are usually around 140 to 160 calories per wrap. So you gotta keep that in mind when adding up your calories at the end of the day. But I'm gonna go ahead and put meal number 2 total calories on the screen right now. I'm gonna go ahead and eat this, and then I'll see you guys in the next meal. Oh, and also, I am drinking a Rain Mango Omatic. I do not have a Diet Mango Coke. I could not find any, and it would have took too long to get here to film this video. We're drinking a different mango beverage for this meal. So it's been about an hour after I ate that last meal, and we're going to go on a bike ride right now. Now, this man, Greg Doucette, he loves his bike. I mean, he bikes over 300 miles a week. I don't bike nearly that much, but he is a big advocate of doing cardio year-round. And since watching his videos, that's something that I've picked up on, and I'm going to start implementing in my training, as well as recommending that for my clients also, as far as doing just cardio year-round. Doesn't matter if you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to gain weight, doing cardio year-round is super important for just overall heart health. Now, I don't bike 300 miles a week, but I am going to be biking today, and I'm going to be biking hard. How hard? Harder than the last time I biked. Okay, so it has been a couple hours since that bike ride, and so the next meal we're going to have is right out of the recipe book, and that is a blueberry protein ice cream shake. I mean, this thing is f***ing dense, and when I mean it is thick enough to pour over your head and it's not falling out. I mean, I'm holding it here for several seconds. I think this passed the over the head test. If you guys haven't tried this ice cream recipe out, you have to. I have one on my channel. Greg has one on his channel. And Greg, if you see this video, you know that this isn't a Ninja blender cup. This is definitely a Vitamix one. Listen, I know how you feel about the Vitamix, and I feel the exact same way. I don't even know how this ended up in my house, to be honest with you. I was actually on my way to go get a Ninja blender. And as I'm leaving, I tell my mom, hey, I'll see you later. I'm going to go get a Ninja blender so I can make some protein ice cream. And she goes, why don't you just use my Vitamix? And Greg, when I tell you I gave her hell, I gave her hell. called her a moron, the whole 9 yards. When he says the Ninja blender is better than the Vitamix when it comes to making all of these recipes, it really is. I really hate using ice in this because it sucks at breaking down the ice. It makes the ice cream okay. I think it would come out a lot better if you had the Ninja. And of course, we're also gonna have the ice cream with some Smart Pop popcorn. This is the snack size bag. I'm not even gonna eat the full size bag because this ice cream shake is so damn big that I won't even need a full size bag of popcorn. I can eat this and I will be for sure stuffed. So other part of the meal will be some popcorn. Last meal of the day is going to be a salad with some romaine lettuce, baby spinach. I put some fat-free cheese on there, mushroom, tomatoes, some regular ass just chicken deli meat because why the heck not? Nothing wrong with it. I know that Greg has it in his diet. Not afraid of the processed meats or deli meats. I'm also going to have it with a side of sparkling ice, black cherry flavor, low calorie drink right here. It's about 5 calories for the whole entire bottle. So I've had a couple of these throughout the entire day. I'm going to go ahead and put the estimated calories for this entire meal up on here. I think I finished right under around 2,300 calories. And just to err on the side of caution, for all the miscellaneous stuff that I maybe didn't count or I maybe have missed, because there's no way you can be 100% accurate when you're counting your calories, I'm going to add around 50 to 100 calories for the entire day. So even if I'm off by a little bit with that room of error, I ate no more than 2,400 calories for the entire day. Now I'm basically going to go ahead and crush this big ass salad, and I'm going to give you my full review of this entire day and recap the next following day, which is going to be the next clip. But I'm going to eat this. I'm going to knock out. So it's actually been a couple of days since the last clip you saw of me eating that salad before bed. I just want to give a little bit of a recap of the entire day, give my opinion on it. What do I think about the diet? Is it good? Is it bad? The pros, the cons, etc. Oh, off the bat, I absolutely love this diet or love this meal plan. If you compare my full day of eating video to this video, you will see that they're actually very similar. The only thing that's different from that day to this day is that I didn't have a salad on my full day of eating, and on Greg's I did. And the only reason why I just didn't have a salad on that day is because, well, I just didn't feel like having a salad that day. See, the thing I love about this approach to nutrition is that there are different options that you can have. You don't have to have the same thing every single day. I know that's what Greg preaches, and that's what I preach too. You're both on the same page when it comes to just calories in versus calories out and eating the foods that you enjoy. So let's go into pros and cons. I'm gonna go ahead and start off with the cons first. There aren't really many cons to this way of eating, in my opinion. The number one thing that I think people mainly screw up on, and that could happen on this nutrition plan too, is actually taking the time to cook your food. If you're somebody that is just ultra lazy and just doesn't want to take the time to actually sit there and make the food, well then you're gonna have a hard time sticking with this, because you have to be in the kitchen actually preparing the meals. In this cookbook, the meals don't come pre-made. You can be in the kitchen and actually make the food for yourself. But if you can get past that and you can cook the food, all of the foods are low calorie, they're super filling, they taste good, and they are sustainable. The only other con I can find is that if you're actually trying to stick to a macro plan, or you're going keto, or whatever the case is, if you're on some sort of fad diet, then this doesn't fit that, because in this diet there is a balance between protein, carbs, fats, fruits, and vegetables. They don't exclude anything. You don't necessarily count macros on this plan. We're just making sure we're in a deficit and having sufficient protein. Now let's get into the pros. One is sustainability. I think that this nutrition plan and way of eating is very sustainable for a very long period of time. In most cases, for life. The only time that I think that you may veer away from it is if you find something that's more enjoyable than this way of eating. Another pro is that there's many options. In this cookbook, and I know on the meal plans and the meal plans that I construct, I give a ton of options. I know Greg does too, when it comes to being able to choose the meals and choosing the foods that you enjoy. But not only that, another pro is that they all taste good. I mean, you can't really stick to something long term if you don't really enjoy it and the food just doesn't taste good at the end of the day. Another thing is that it offers variety. You're not eating the same meal over and over and over again on a day-to-day basis, week-to-week basis, or so forth and so forth. You're eating things that you can mix around, you can have them in different order. You don't have to stick on a specific regimen. You have a variety of foods to choose from. And last but not least, the foods aren't boring. They're not the same chicken, broccoli, and rice, or turkey, sweet potato, and cauliflower, typical bodybuilder meals. On Greg's plans and even on my meal plans that I construct, we don't avidly push those as your meal options. They're there if you want them. They're there if you want to eat those foods. If you want a little bit of variety in your life, you're allowed to have that. Last but not least, it's super simple. Calories in versus calories out. If you're in a deficit and you're having plenty of protein, at the end of the day, you're going to maintain, build muscle, and lose fat. Just an overall recap of the entire day. I eat very similar to how he eats. I eat French toast every day and I eat popcorn every day. And those are all thanks to just watching his channel and giving me different idea and meal options. As far as the actual full day of eating goes, 10 out of 10. As far as the cookbook, is it worth the investment? Absolutely. Now, I could not close this video off without at least attempting to make the infamous apple goop. So without further ado, let's get right into it. So we got all the ingredients mixed in here between the cinnamon, apples, rolled oats, and sweetener. And now it's time to mix the water and xanthan gum into the bowl. And yeah, I get why Sush called it apple cum now. Oh yeah, and since I've actually recorded this video, we got a Ninja blender, baby, and I have made ice cream in this thing, and it is way better than the Vitamix. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and just add this liquid to our mixture here. Oh my fucking gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh shit. Yo, I don't know if you can see that, but yeah, I gotta mix that around. Alright, so I know this is the part where people usually mess up on. We're gonna throw this guy into the microwave now. And we're gonna start with 5 minutes like the recipe book says, but he does say cook it longer than last time. So if it needs longer, we're gonna throw it back in there. But we're just gonna go ahead and put it for 5 minutes to start, and then we'll see how it is. Okay, so we put it in there for 5 minutes, and I've actually just put it in every 5 minutes and then taking it out and just kind of checking on it. So it's been in the microwave for about 15 minutes so far, and this is what it's starting to look like. I get it look a little bit more goop-like, but I don't think it's quite done yet. It says cook until the apples are soft. Now they're kind of soft, but they're not that soft. So I want them softer than last time. So I'm gonna put it back in there, and I'm just gonna keep taking it out and checking on it until the apples are just about right. Alright, so the apple goop is basically done, I think. The apples are pretty soft. It's all goopy. I had it in the microwave for a total of 20 minutes. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and add some water like the recipe says. I don't even know how much this is, but the water adds more volume to the apple goop. Then I'm gonna go ahead and just give this a stir. All right, I'm gonna call it quits there. That looks just about done. The apples are pretty soft. It is nice and goopy. I'm gonna go ahead and let this cool down. This is actually gonna be my pre-workout snack. Okay, so the apple goop is basically done. I'm gonna give this a taste test. Now, I've never made this before, so this is my first official taste test on camera, but we're gonna give this a shot. Get some apples in there, some goop. I think it's good. Personally, I think it tastes good. This tastes like the inside of an apple pie. I can totally see myself adding like chocolate chips to this, adding some Halo Top ice cream, adding some Reese's Poof whipped cream on there. I think it's good. Anyways, I'm gonna go and wrap the video up here. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you're new. It's been your boy Joe. Peace.